Hello, and welcome to another mini episode of the FrameLab podcast. I'm Gil Duran. On New Year's Day, Dr. George Lakoff and I shared a list of hopeful ideas for 2025 over at the FrameLab newsletter. We'd noticed that the results of the 2024 election have left a lot of people feeling defeated and depressed. And that's understandable. But we also wanted to provide people with a guide toward positive action and maybe even some optimism as we face an uncertain future ahead. Well, our list was shared widely and has gone viral thanks to people like writer Rebecca Solnit and others who shared it. And you can read the entire list at theframelab.org. And if you go there, please don't forget to subscribe because it's free. That's www.theframelab.org. But we wanted to post a little treat for our podcast listeners, and so over the next 3 minutes, I'll read 10 of our viral New Year's resolutions, and then you can read the rest of them over at the FrameLab newsletter. Here we go. 10 ways to keep democracy alive in 2025. Number 1, be brave. Avoid hopeless, helpless talk. Authoritarians want you to feel powerless because it makes their work easier. Fascism feeds on cynicism and pessimism. Starve it. Resolve to do your part to ensure the survival of democracy. Courage, faith, and optimism are essential. Number 2, cultivate empathy. Authoritarians defeat democracy by trying to destroy empathy. Their strategies depend on dehumanization, demonization, and division. Do your best to understand other people's feelings and perspectives. Democracy depends on empathy. Number 3, stay focused. Authoritarians try to overwhelm you with constant attacks to keep you distracted. Constant chaos and provocation are their strategies. Maintain a steely focus on what matters: your health, your family, and the survival of our country. Keep your eye on the big picture and limit your intake of social media. Number 4, learn from history. Authoritarianism, oligarchy, and tyranny are not new inventions. From the civil rights movement to resistance efforts in authoritarian regimes worldwide, history is full of lessons and inspiration to guide us in our current struggle. Number 5, foster real connections. One of the ways authoritarian regimes isolate people is by encouraging fear and distrust. Fight back by building strong relationships with neighbors, friends, and coworkers. Find ways to connect beyond political differences. Number 6, be proactive. Authoritarian regimes gain strength by undermining local institutions and ignoring community voices. Participate in your city council, school board, or neighborhood association. If you can, donate to organizations doing crucial pro-democracy work. Get involved. You have more power than you think. Number 7, demand accountability. Authoritarians thrive on impunity. Demand transparency and fairness at every level. Write letters, sign petitions, participate in boycotts when necessary. Corruption and injustice wither under the light of scrutiny. Number 8, don't argue with Trump supporters. It doesn't work. At this point, their support for him is a physical structure in their brains. Instead of arguing with Trump supporters, focus on motivating fellow pro-democracy citizens to get more active. Number 9, share a positive message when possible. Trump and his ilk want the country to be angry, fearful, and polarized because this is the soil from which their darkest policies will grow. While it's essential to stand in fierce opposition to his regime, we must also offer a positive message centered on the value of freedom and what it really means. When the pendulum swings against the Republicans, we must be ready with a compelling and moral vision for a better future. We have to stand for something. Number 10, celebrate victories. The road to preserving freedom and democracy will be long and challenging, but it's essential to recognize progress when it happens. Optimism and spirit matter. Don't be a downer. Inspire others to stay in the fight. And one last thing, take care of yourself. This will be a challenging era. Take care of your health, get plenty of sleep, drink lots of water, exercise. We're all in this together for the long haul. As Dr. George Lakoff says, persistence is the best resistance. For the full list of ways to keep democracy alive in 2025, go to theframelab.org and don't forget to subscribe.